Hey guys, Prestone Mage here, recording an Iconic Masters draft. This will be draft number 2B, my first draft number 2 video. I had some technical issues, I lost connection, ended up losing a lot of picks, and it's just kind of not worth showing. I want to recognize the viewers for watching the first one, first draft, and say thanks, and also thanks to LSV and Marshall Sutcliffe for their summary on the color combinations on their limited resources recording on channelfireball.com. Alright guys, so let's get into our pack here. We have Hypersonic Dragon, 5 mana 4/4 flying haste creature. Okay, it's an Izzet card. It's a gold card. And then you have some... Let me just go ahead and reserve this card before we start kind of going further in this pack. We have Tavern Swindler and Vizkopa Guildmage. Again, from the limited resources article, or recording, kind of learned that these are archetypical cards for the black-white life gain matters, or life totals matters archetype. Claustrophobia is kind of good, just all-around removal spell. So I kind of don't know where we're going to be on this one. I kind of want to start with just a powerful card. It is gold, but yeah, I think for now, kind of running low on time. Next we have a dual hand. This for our dragon, but dragons is kind of more of like a Rakdos theme, like there's more in black and red than there are in blue and red. But if we are gonna play blue-red, we have like we want like maybe tempo spells or just instants and sorceries. So we have like things like Repeal or Pillar of Flame. I kind of want to take one or two of these cards. Maybe Repeal might be pretty good since it replaces itself. So kind of want to go there. Yeah, I don't really see too much else. Maybe the Phantom Monster too. It's an illusion, it's not a dragon. It's a worthy mention. So I think we're just going to go with Repeal here. Okay. Next one up is Simic Growth Chamber. It might be cool to take that because it can help us kind of splash into a green if we see a cool green card. But then there's also another Repeal. So again, it's like a good tempo card. We see a Heat Ray. That's maybe more of a green-red card because you have the uncommon that can tap, for four colorless mana to pay for X spells. So really I think it's between these two cards for us. And notice how I'm kind of just talking about for us. I'm not really talking about just really powerful cards in the pack. Maybe that's wrong. Maybe I should be, taking something like that a little bit more highly. But in my first draft number 2, I kind of was all around the place, and it just didn't really work out. So I'm just gonna try to like hone in on maybe a single color or an archetype and just try to strengthen it from there. Okay, cool. So we get kind of rewarded with a Monastery Swiftspear. Because it kind of just fits our theme with this instants and sorceries and like attackers, kind of like a tempo deck. So that's good. A Frostlink we'd probably be kind of happy with in this deck, but this is kind of where we want to be, I think, with this type of deck. Also, these cards are considerable too. And then also Evolving Wilds. So if this was in the pack, I'd probably just maybe take the Evolving Wilds, or maybe the Thought Scar. Yeah, so maybe we can hope for maybe like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, one of these 5 cards on the wheel. Probably the Thought Scour, just a cheap way to trigger prowess or just replace itself. So far we have 2 red cards, 2 blue cards. Fog Bank, it's pretty good. Claustrophobia is pretty good. This is pretty good if we're gonna just kind of attack in with our little guys. This is a removal spell. I think for us, we probably just want to just continue to kind of cut blue. This is a removal spell effectively, and we kind of have a good draft going for us already with our Swift Spear, repeals, our dragon. It's not an instant or sorcery, but it still does trigger prowess. And then this is more of a defensive card, but yeah, we'll just go with this card for now. So Genesis Wave, good green card. Furnace Whelp, Jace's Phantasm. So I don't know how low to the ground we want to be on having like really cheap creatures and having kind of just, I don't know, to be honest. I don't know how many like low curve creatures we want, but it's a 1/1 flyer for 1 with upside. If we get more Thought Scours, it can be okay, but we'd probably want like 3 Thought Scours. And right now it's just like a cheap guy. And we kind of are in blue. I mean, we're not completely in red, but yeah. And again, it kind of, we're sending like kind of signals though to pretty much say that blue's not open because we're kind of just taking all these blue cards. So I think it's a dissolve here. I guess maybe we can recognize that like white is open too. I don't know. I'm trying to think like what else would be like pretty insane here. Maybe the Abzan Falconer. But we'll just go with this one. So we're definitely blue. So we have the choice between Dissolve, number 2, or Evolving Wilds. So if we have like more, basically this deck wants to get things like maybe like Kiln Fiend going, or there's like a 2-drop that's like unblockable, I think, if you cast an instant or sorcery. But I don't know why that's in the sideboard actually. So we have a lot of interaction. I actually don't know what the pick here is. Either Evolving Wilds or Dissolve. This can help us splash something, but then this just solidifies our deck and again sends us a stronger message. So it looks like no one's really on the black-white life gain thing. We're really, really far away from that. But again, we only have 2 red cards. And believe it or not, we only have 3 creatures. So we're kind of low on creatures. And yeah, I'm not sure. I'm going to take this. I probably want a Tormenting Voice, but who knows if we're even in red, actually. Because we're not really seeing much red. So, again, maybe we want a cheap creature. A 3/3 attacker for 3 is pretty good. Phantom Monster is pretty good. Maybe we just take this card. We might get more red pack too since we're passing the other direction. And we just kind of need more creatures. So diminish. I think we're for sure blue, and I don't know for red. This could be like a good card if we're just attacking with our little guys. So I guess maybe we take that. Also diminish is pretty good. We know we're in blue. Let's take that from the sideboard. And white's just really open. Maybe we take this card. Who knows? Maybe we can go into white. Do we want one of these? Maybe. we take that. I don't know, that's a removal spell. Oops. Yeah, and see, like, white is, like, pretty open. Maybe we should have identified that earlier. Okay, cool. So, again, we said we don't know if we're red. We have a lot of controlling cards. White kind of seems open. We have a Pillar and Flame if we want to stick to red. Stick to our kind of guns here and do that. Probably wouldn't be the worst. It's a cheap removal spell. I don't know how many things we can get with it. Or we can kind of switch into white and be more of a control deck. So if we take a white card, we're kind of giving up on like these things. And we're kind of just low on creatures anyway, so we're giving up 3 creatures. But then a control deck doesn't really want a ton of creatures anyway. Again, we kind of knew that we would open up more. We'd probably be past more red. I kind of hate passing this, but I think we're just going to take the Pillar. It's kind of fits what we're already doing. And it is a removal spell, or I can go to the face. So, oh man. Now I kind of really wish we were in white. There isn't a single blue card in this pack or a white card. This could be good for us though too. Play it, attack with it. It's a first striker, which is pretty good. Heat Ray, I guess, could be okay, but it just targets the creatures. We have kind of like 3 ways for removing spells, stuff, and some counters. I think we might be on this card right here. It gives us something to do early. We have a pretty low curve. Pretty much always want to use our dissolves on 3, and we're gonna have like early game action, I guess. By the way, I think I'm kind of forcing this archetype. I don't know how good it'll be though. There's a Markham Mutiny, which would be good for us. I think we could probably wheel it. There's this. Play to land this turn, add black. So it's a way of fixing our mana. So as long as you control a dragon, it gets +1/+1 as flying and trample. So 4 mana, 4/4. We do have a dragon. We might get another one because they're in red. This is kind of cool though. I think this might be where we may want to be here though too. It's a 2-drop. We have stuff to do on 3 pretty much. And it's pretty aggressive. It's not a Kiln Fiend, but I think that's where we want to be. Alright, so that's pretty good too. Can ping stuff. Event Sentinel. 4 mana, 2/4. Deals damage to target creature equal to the number of creatures with Defender. Maybe that's like a 3-color deck, Defender deck or something. This is pretty good. Maybe you want to be here just to give us like reach, I guess. So I think we're gonna go there. Battle Rattle Shaman could be something. Frostlinks, Jessian Thief, which is pretty good. I think it's really more. Oops, let me get some more power going here. I think it's between Frostlinks and Jessian Thief. Jessian Thief may be a little bit more powerful for us. Can get bigger and can draw us cards, but then there's Frostlinks, which lets us help like attacking with our guys. So this is probably more of an aggressive card than this one is, but the card draw is also like really relevant. So I think we're gonna take that. We can use like a 2-drop, another Repeal, another Dissolve. Again, that's like kind of why we're prioritizing like some of these early creatures as far as removal goes. Got kind of like this stuff going on. How many repeals do I want? if this is LSV, I think he'd probably take Repeal. He's like that kind of guy. I guess maybe we'll just go with the third Repeal. It's probably a little bit better for us. 8 cantrips, and we already have 2 dissolves over this Bladder Thug. Again, we kind of need to prioritize creatures, but we're not really getting there. This is a really good pickup for us. You know, we could put it on a Phantasm or something with First Strike, I guess. Let's make it pretty powerful. It triggers Prowess and a couple Prowess guys. Yeah, so that's pretty good for us. White just seems really wide open this draft. Mindcrate for a mill, and here's kind of what we're looking for right here, actually. Like a 2-drop. Fits our curve. It effectively has like a prowess type thing. Whenever you cast a non-creature spell, it gets +1/+0 and can't be blocked. So that's kind of exactly what we want. We need creatures, we need like low curve stuff. So yeah. For us in this pack, I don't know if we want this card. We're already clogged at like the 3-drop things. I don't know if we're really splashing for anything else. I guess maybe we take this card. It's another dragon for whatever type of synergies that might include. I don't know. This is a good card, but we're not really in white and we don't have any fixing. So I'm not really happy about that one. Yeah, and again, kind of nothing in us for this pack. Nothing for us in this pack. Yeah, so there's all these defenders. So that might be like the multi-color deck of the format. Yeah, I don't think we're getting there on the white, but if we did, it's there. Mark of Mutiny could be a cool sideboard card. And it's maybe like big creature decks. Rot Farm, we're not really playing either of those 2 colors. This is kind of dirtily for us. Deals damage to target player equal to the number of creatures of the defender. Do we have any other defenders? I don't even know what we got there. I'll take this card. It could make our deck. Oh, we got a Student of Bojutai. Another Mark of Mutiny. So, again, we're kind of looking for the same thing in this. Oh my gosh. So yeah, I wish we were just in white now. Again, we're kind of looking for like the same thing, like kind of like just low curve creature cards. This card is just insane. Are we even there on the red? I think so. And so our mana cost here. Oh, there's a Kiln Fiend in this pack. Perfect. We have to give up this Angel, but we don't have any fixing right now. And this is exactly what we want. We want a way to... We want to play like early threats. Like 2-drops, lots of them. We only have 2, unfortunately. So we're really going to prioritize them now. Okay, you can't separate creatures separately. We are really low on creatures. So we definitely need something like this. Yeah, it sucks giving up a huge bomb like that. But what can you do? Basically, yeah, we're just looking for 2-drops, maybe Claustrophobias. Night, Boiler Works. That might be where we're at. Here's a 2-drop. Here's a 2-drop. That's kind of like a mill card. I guess it goes with our Phantasm. If we can wield the other one, then that could make them kind of like late game threats. The Boiler Works is pretty good. Maybe we can play like 16 lands with it instead. This also works with our Phantasm, so maybe we just play this instead of this. Again, that's pretty good, but we need like kind of 2-drops. And we should actually just get our fixing anyway. It's an invasive creature to put a Darksteel Axe on. So maybe we just take that. This is gonna be one of those decks where like almost like every point of damage matters, I think. Alright, so we have a couple choices for us. This is kinda good. It can get like our repeals back or something. And it has rebound, so it triggers our like our 2 prowess guys, effectively 3. I think we'd take that probably. Shriekgeist again. Maybe we take that one. I don't know. It's between these two. If we get another Phantasm, this will be pretty good with it. It's kind of a tough pick, guys. I think we will probably wheel this card. Or we might wheel this card. I'm not sure. Alright. Take that. Okay. Thought Scour is pretty good for us. I don't think we'll get anything else that we really want. Maybe this Breath. I don't know if we'll play it. So I think we'll just take this. Take another glance. White was just, seems like it's really open this draft. We're like fighting for just everything else. So nothing really good that we want here. Maybe this card. But I think we have one in the sideboard, right? No, we took this instead. Ojutai's Breath. We may wheel the other one. Target creature gets +1/+1 and trample. So pump spell can kill an artifact. We already have kind of stuff. I think we just take this. I mean, there is this tap spell, a tempo card though too, but I think we're gonna get another one. So I think we just take the Fury card. I guess it's good to have like, I don't know, various abilities, I guess. I'm not sure. None of them are creatures though, and I think we'd prioritize the creature stuff. Fury Charm, Phantasm. Again, I think, let me see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So that is not the one from our opening pack. But now again, it makes me wish we had the other Shriekgeist. So I'll definitely take that. We could use maybe like another Darksteel Axe or something like that. We'll take another Thief here. We can use, let me see what else. Yeah, we already have like double Mark of Mutiny. So that's not too desirable for us to pick up. But yeah, now I wish I had the other Shriekgeist instead of this real Memoir, but we'll see if it wheels. Alright, I hope I didn't lose connection again. That's what happened during our second draft. But luckily, at least if we did, like we actually do have a deck that we can play. Alright guys, I'm going to stop recording just so we have more CPU to get through this pack. See you in round 1.